कहिले पूर्व कहिले पश्चिम कहिले दक्षिण कहिले उत्तर घुम्ने राउटे पऱ्यो यहाँ यो काठमाडौँ पनि नेपालै हो नेपालको जनता
The Raute, a unique and nomadic ethnic group officially recognized by the government of Nepal. The Raute people are known for their traditional way of life, hunting langurs and macaque monkeys and collecting wild forest tubers, fruits, and vegetables. Instead of selling forest products, bushmeat, or medicinal plants, they use wood carving to trade with local farmers for essentials like rice, iron, cloth, and jewelry. Get ready to discover a unique way of life, rich traditions, and captivating stories that make the Raute people unique. From their nomadic lifestyle to age-old customs, who are the Rautes? What makes them who they are? We'll find out very soon. We're delving into the heart of Nepal to discover the mystical Raute community, a nomadic tribe with a rich history and traditions that have withstood the test of time. Remember to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on our journey. Let's dive into the mesmerizing world of the Raute people together.
मान्छे नै हो हजुर जिन्दगी भगवानले मन गर्यो कि राउटे भनी बोलायो तपाईहरु दुनिया
Raute people live in the western mountains of Nepal, ranging from 2,000 to 10,000 feet above sea level. They go up the hill in the summer and come down in the winter. With a population estimated around 650, the Raute people, as of the 2011 census, have small settlements in western Nepal. Despite government efforts to settle them, about 150 still prefer a nomadic lifestyle. This choice often leads to conflicts as they move from place to place, cutting small trees in state-owned forests for their tents. Nomadic Rautes have a strong sense of attachment to the forest. Additionally, the Raute people kept their language, hunting strategies, and worship practices private to preserve their cultural purity. The Raute people faced a significant change in 1979 when the government forced them to relocate from the Darchula district to the middle highlands of Dadaldura. Although they were given land, wealthier landowners took much of it away, prompting many Raute to return to the forest. Changing living arrangements and locations led to some adopting new names and intermarrying with neighboring ethnic groups, although it was considered against their culture. But due to the circumstances, only some Raute people are seen doing so. In Jajarkot, Raute individuals intermarried with the surrounding Kami and Damai castes. Despite some locals' negative sentiments, the Raute people's political landscape is intricate. The government currently provides financial support and land to the Raute family. Every Raute receives 2,000 Nepalese rupees per month from the fund, and the federal government also grants 3,000 Nepalese rupees to each Raute as a social security allowance. However, the amount provided by the provincial government is intended for daily essentials and housing facilities. The Raute people follow a form of animism as their religion, and there are no known Christians among them. Most Raute people reside in the Dadaldura district, with smaller populations in the Surkhet and Dang districts. They move across western Nepal, maintaining their nomadic lifestyle and the Raute language, classified as Sino-Tibetan, Tibeto-Burman, Western Tibeto-Burman, Himalayan, Central Himalayan, and Raute Raji Rawat.
पाक्या गाउँ पाक्या उम्पा खेजु जेटु कताजी सिबै पाइया कहिले होला भेटु
The Raute people continue to embrace their identity as full-time foragers, resisting assimilation into the surrounding agricultural population. The Raute people's way of life revolves around certain beliefs that impact their involvement in education and agriculture. They still need to work on these areas and persistently refrain from engaging in agricultural activities. For the Raute, planting seeds is considered a sin, and both agriculture and animal husbandry are strictly forbidden within their cultural practices. To sustain themselves, the Raute people follow a distinctive approach. Instead of cultivating crops or raising animals, they rely on their skills in crafting wooden goods. These items, such as bowls and boxes, are exchanged for food grains with local farmers. This unique economic system allows them to obtain essential food resources without participating in farming or animal-related activities.
गाउँमा बेच्नलाई बनाएको कति पैसामा बेच्ने 1000
Interestingly, the Raute people are not interested in pursuing various professions or occupations beyond their traditional wooden craftsmanship. They firmly believe that education holds no value for them, so they choose not to pursue formal education. Their focus remains on preserving their distinct way of life, where exchanging wooden goods for food grains is their primary means of survival. The Raute people obtain their food by gathering various items from the forest. These include yams, roots, berries, and other natural foods. Interestingly, although they don't fish, there's no rule against eating fish if they choose to do so. The Raute people have become skilled in hunting monkeys, and they've even created a special net for this purpose. Regarding monkey hunting, it's a collaborative effort involving a group of men from the community working together. They have a unique method and tools specifically designed for catching monkeys.
हामी जाल थापेर चाहरू लगाएर मार्छौं 20-25 जना देखि 8-9 जना भएसम्म शिकार लाग्छ.
In the Raute community, they follow a practice known as endogamy, which means they prefer to marry within their group. Additionally, after their marriage, the newlywed couple moves to a new tent to start their married life, even if it means leaving behind their bereaved mother and sister. Interestingly, they don't base their lineage on names, gods, or inherited property. Even though they don't practice polygamy, men who have lost their wives are allowed to marry again. However, widows, which are women who have lost their husbands, are not permitted to remarry. It's important to note that the Raute people strongly discourage two specific types of marriages. Firstly, they disapprove of inter-caste marriages, which means marrying someone from a different social group. Secondly, child marriages are strictly forbidden within their culture. This means that they are against young individuals getting married at an early age. These cultural norms shape how marriages and relationships are approached in the Raute community.
तपाईको बुढीको नाम चाहिँ के हो नि?
बुढीको नाम के हो आफूलाई भन्न मिल्दैन पाप लाग्छ. बिहा भइसक्यो भने त नाम भन्नु हुँदैन. गाउँको मान्छे पनि ए कता गया आउनुस् न भन्छ.
The Raute people in Nepal have a unique way of worshipping, focusing on natural elements like the sun, rivers, and forests. They highly regard Buyar, the hunting god, and conduct religious rituals dedicated to Buyar. Interestingly, only men participate in these religious activities, and there's a belief that outsiders should not come into contact with Buyar. When a member of the Raute community passes away, they follow the practice of burying the body in a nearby forest. After this, they swiftly move their camps to a new location. To sustain themselves everywhere they go, they just do the same thing. Cut down soft trees to carve wooden vessels, which they then trade for grains with local farmers. This unique method of living allows the trees to regrow as they relocate. The Raute people have specific preferences in their daily life, such as drinking water only from natural springs. They avoid water sources like ponds, hand pumps, or wells. Living a nomadic life, the Raute people believe in a story from their history. They think that staying in one area for a long time brings bad luck, as one of their family members died under such circumstances. Therefore, they only stay in one place for a short period. In terms of the language they use to communicate, the Raute people not only speak their native Raute language, but also communicate in Nepali and Dodiali. Interestingly, Raute communities are not limited to Nepal. They can also be found in Bangladesh. There might be more Rautes in Bangladesh than in Nepal, although this has not been statistically proven. There have been long-standing misunderstandings between the Rautes and the locals. Some think the Rautes perform human sacrifices every 12 years, while others believe they might enchant and keep you prisoner if you enter their camp. These are just rumors, and there's been no evidence from outsiders to prove this. However, the lifestyle of the Raute people has changed over time. In the past, they used to trade their goods only for food, believing that counting money was a sin. Nowadays, things are different. They've started earning some money, and not only that, but they now ask for money when they meet the locals.
I am being seen a little bit like a human ATM, and everything is about money.
Another noticeable change is in their attitude towards alcohol. In the past, Raute community members were seen as stubborn but clear-headed and innocent. However, nowadays they are often observed being drunk, including children as young as 8 or 10 years old. This represents a shift from their traditional ways, as they are now frequently seen intoxicated, sometimes even getting into fights with locals at local hotels. Putting it all together, the Rautes like keeping things mysterious to avoid the outside world's influence. But how many generations can keep living like this? We'll have to wait and see. It's important to note that the Raute people face challenges, and their population is decreasing. Therefore, we call for the government to pay attention and take measures to preserve their culture, traditions, and beliefs, considering them valuable assets for Nepal. I hope you enjoyed this immersive exploration as we conclude our journey into Nepal's heart and the Raute community's incredible world. If you are captivated by the Raute people's lifestyle, remember to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your fellow explorers. Our journey continues, so hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay tuned for more cultural adventures. Thanks for joining us on this one, and until next time, keep exploring. This is Yetimandu signing off. Namaste.